not working. Hold on, look. Can I go through and delete all these first?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Sit up here all like the... Oh, wait, no, Matt's in the way.
Oh, wait, we're live again already.
Yep, we're live again already. Unfortunately, we're live already. With all of the hustle and bustle of everything. What are y'all doing? What in the world was that laugh?
I don't even remember when he did that.
Did what?
I'm so ninja with it, bro.
Weird.
Oh.
What's up, guys? Glad you.
There's only three
that y'all
people.
get to see
There's only three
us.
people here right now. Give it a second.
He's so excited. He just can't hide it.
So excited.
Who sings that song?
I just can't hide it. I have no idea.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
I feel bad for all of these people who aren't part of student ministry, who keep getting notifications on their phone that Alice Drive Baptist Church has gone live. But thank you, Facebook, for just being absolutely a delightful, enjoyment, pleasurable, whatever you want to, website to work on.
This is Corona Ministry.
Yes. What a genius decided to give Brent coffee this late at night. I'm not really sure.
Should we blame
this
James
genius.
McMillan's internet?
Yes, that sounds great. Everyone, you can thank James McMillan's internet for this wonderful display of unperfection.
All right, so.
Let's let some people join back up really quick.
Hey, look, guys, we're twinning. I cut my hair a little shorter.
I think he's had a little more than just coffee.
I don't like your hair on my head. It feels weird.
So every time he tries to put
I don't know what
his
it's like
foot
to have hair
in
on
you,
my head.
you can do that now.
Oh, you want to try? Here, look.
Oh, that feels weird.
It just.
Oh, it does feel weird.
Where's the Megster?
Megster's still.
She's coming.
Oh my goodness! I thought you were doing it to me again. I about freaked out.
All right, let's do it.
Oh man, my goodness. She is outside. Let's talk with you guys, for loyal followers, the ones who are watching this video. Absolutely.
Here, so since some of our devotion got a little wonky there for a little bit, we're gonna answer a couple questions that were asked in Instagram, or actually while I go here and repost everything, I'm gonna let Josh and I'm gonna let Joe Beth kind of answer a couple of these questions in here. One of the questions that somebody asked in the last couple weeks on Instagram, because we have Ask Us Anything Tuesday. And on that day, you can ask us anything you want to on that Tuesday. But we did get asked one Tuesday, Joe Beth, if you are a Christian, if you get over here, if you are a Christian, can you not have a desire to go to church? Like, can you be a Christian and not want to go to church?
Absolutely. Like, oh, well, I mean, like, you can wake up and not want to
No,
go to church, but
like,
you're still a Christian.
the question
right?
is like, never go to church.
Yeah,
Sorry.
never have the desire
Yeah,
to
you
go to
never
church.
have the desire to go to church.
My neck about broke when you were like, absolutely. I was like,
Well, I mean, no, some days you wake up and
Where's
you
my-
go to church, and that
Where's my
happens.
Bible?
But I'm still a Christian. But no. If you're a Christian, you desire, you need that fellowship.
Yeah.
It's your time to be with everybody and have community. So
Right.
you really need to go to church.
Right.
That's how we get fed.
Right. So basically, what you're saying is that you need to go to church, is what I'm understanding. Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, so if you have your Bibles, Hebrews 10:25, I believe, through 27, I think it is. And if I'm wrong, you can say it in the chat, and that's okay. We'll love you anyways. But it says to encourage, spur one another on to love and good deeds, and to not stop meeting together. So, and that's written to Christians at the time. So it's important, for Christians, you should have a desire to meet together so that you can spur each other, encourage each other towards love and good deeds. That is the beauty of the church.
Yeah. And also, speaking of Instagram, something that we're doing tonight that's a little different is actually on our desk right here is my cell phone. And we're also live, at least through this talking part, on Instagram. So if you are watching live Instagram, we are on YouTube under Alice Drive Student Ministries, and we are live on the Alice Drive Facebook page if you want to be more interactive and join in the game that we're going to be doing. What were some other questions, Matt?
Let's see. Let me think here. I had another one that was asked last night. Let me pull it up. Let's see here. In the meantime, what is a pet peeve? You want to know what one of my pet peeves is?
Absolutely.
When somebody keeps poking me in the side.
Yes.
Or tapping on my chair. It makes me want to chase them out into the yard.
Yes. Oh my goodness. It does say Sonic Meetup in between the fine lines, right? I don't know what that means. What did JoBeth and Brent eat for breakfast this morning? I need some of that.
No, you don't.
Protein shake.
Coffee.
No, you don't.
Coffee.
Yeah.
And more coffee.
Yeah, and more coffee.
All right. So
What was the question?
somebody had asked. They said, hold on. Let me rephrase this because it's kind of jumbled. So how do you get a friend to come to church that you're frustrated with? You want them to know Jesus. You want them to be able to experience the community at church. How would you talk to that friend? I guess that's more along the lines of what the question is.
So if you're getting frustrated because they won't come to church, or you want them to come to church, but they...
I guess that could be like a
They're
two-part.
annoying.
No, I think that could be like a two-part question. Number one would be like, how do you invite your friends to church, even though they tell you no? And then number two, what about the friend that comes for a while and you just want them to, you want that aha moment, like you want it to click.
Yeah.
Or they missed that one sermon
Yeah.
that you knew that's the one they had to hear.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Josh is really not having me trying to be funny tonight, and it's depressing. Okay. Sorry. Abigail. So for me, if I want to invite someone to church, one of the main things that I want them to understand is I want them to have an experience. So I might change my wording. You know, I might in the church community and just in church as a whole, there's this phrase called insider language, which means that, you know, if you've gone to church your whole entire life, I can assume that you know things about the Bible or about services or about something that, you know, maybe your friend might not understand. So you have to think of when you're inviting those people, how to make it seem more of like an event or more of an experience than a church service. So say, for instance, I have a friend that enjoys playing basketball. I was like, man, you should really come with me on Wednesday nights. You know, we have really cool worship, but we have basketball, and basketball is so much fun, and we can go out there and we can shoot hoops. And, you know, your entrance for them might be a place where they can come and play basketball. And while they're there playing basketball, they just happen to sit through a worship service. Or, you know, maybe you have a friend who enjoys music but has never been to church, but they like to listen to other people play music. There's a lot of different ways that you have to basically meet them where they are and find out what they're interested in and see if that helps bring them to church. Like, I don't know, maybe they're into like D&D. I don't know. Let's just make something up. Like maybe they're in D&D.
What's D&D?
Like Dungeons and Dragons. So maybe you'd be like, "Hey, bro, I will go to one of your D&D games if you come to one of my church services." You know, like, you know, mix it off.
Your favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
How do you not get frustrated with friends that go to church but aren't growing?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah. So I think I'll handle this. Stormy, can I handle this question from a youth pastor's perspective?
Yes.
I'll wait for the stream to catch that one up. No, I won't, because it's a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, that's way behind. All right, so I'm just going to step into it from a youth pastor's perspective. All right, so as a youth pastor, there are a lot of moments where we'll have students to step into our stream. My mind is too much on this. Into our ministries, into our lives, and it's like you see what God has for them. You see how God's gifted them. You see, you know, the potential that's there. And so you spend so much time and investment into the student, and it's just not clicking. Or it'll start getting to that very edge, and you're like, why don't you just see it?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And then what will happen is we'll go to camp, and then the camp speaker will say it, and then the student has that aha moment, and you look at him and you're like, I've been telling you the same thing this whole time, and you just now get it. But at the same time, it's like, that was God's timing, not Matt's timing.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get that frustration. Like, it happens for us as youth workers all the time. Like, we have multiple stories. I'm sure, Josh, you probably got a couple of those stories yourself. And so for you that have friends that come to church, but it's just like they don't get it, you need to be that friend that comes alongside them. Keep telling them the stuff that they need to hear. And then maybe it is that you bring them to church one day, and then me, Josh, you sit down with JoBeth, whoever, and you're all talking together, and then one of us say the same thing that you've been saying the whole time, and then all of a sudden it's just like, boom. Yeah. Then you can still rejoice because, like, that's God still working in his own time, doing the thing that you wanted him to do to begin with. Yeah. So, like,
I think though, on the other side of that too, and going back to your question, I'm just going to read it again. It says, how do you not get frustrated with friends that go to church but aren't growing? One of the things that I feel like we have to understand, first and foremost, is that, the Bible and just Christianity as a whole refers to it as a personal relationship. So if Matt isn't doing what I think he should be doing, I need to help him through that, but I don't need to make that my burden. Like, I can walk with him and I can be with him and encourage him to do what's right. But at the end of the day, I can't fix Matt unless Matt wants to be fixed. And I can't even be the one that fixes him. So a lot of that comes just in prayer. Like, God, help me be the friend that I need to be. Help me to say the encouraging things. Help me not to show my frustrations. And what are you laughing at? Did I say something funny?
No,
You're doing fantastic.
You're pretty killing, bro.
Way to go, Josh.
Yeah. Anyways, I got confused. I fell off of
You
it.
shouldn't have looked over this direction.
I know. What's next?
Oh.
Got any more questions?
Yeah.
Preach, Josh.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull it
Matt,
back
will
up.
you play Halo with?
I made it.
Matt, will you play Halo with you? Interesting.
I will play Halo
With you, he said.
2. Oh yeah, I'll play with myself on Halo. Why was that funny?
I don't know.
Oh.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we
All
got?
right. Let's see here. Here you go. What changes a youth ministry from friends to a family? And you know what? I want to let Josh step into this one because, Josh, you've been doing youth ministry now for how long?
It's April?
Yeah.
14 months.
So 14 months.
Mm-hmm.
In your words, in 14 months of doing youth ministry, because it's new to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in 14 months, what turns a youth ministry to a family?
I think the key to that is people who want to be in the family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can say you want to be a family all day, but someone gave me an example one day of like when you're building a new ministry or when you're building fellowship with people, you're going to have people who are going to want to be there from the beginning. They're going to want to help you build the house. They're going to want to help you design the house. They're going to want to help you do everything that they can. But you're going to have those same people who want to come when everything's done. And then they're going to feel like they're not accepted or they're not part of the group. But the thing is they didn't want to be a part of the family when the family was being built. They want to come in and reap the joys of being part of the family without having to have done any of the hard work. So me personally, I feel like if you want to be in a family, number one, you have to want to be in it. You can't just say I'm part of the family. You have to contribute. You have to hold your own. You have to speak truth where it needs to be spoken. You have to not start drama. You have to be the family, and that starts with each person. And then that just, and it starts overflowing to everyone around them.
What do you think, JoBeth?
I think Josh nailed it. I don't really have anything else to add. Josh did a really good job.
So, I would add to that, too, is, like, I think that what you're seeing, what makes, goes from youth ministry to a family, from, like, just a ministry to a family, how are we handling times of crisis? Like, I think right now in this moment, it's kind of showing family more than youth ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that if it was just a ministry or whatever, there's a lot of stuff that we wouldn't be doing. But there's a lot of stuff that we are going out of the way to do, like surprising students with these little gift bags or sending stuff in the mail. Like we sent a bunch of middle schoolers rubber bands, and I haven't gotten an email yet about that one.
I did. I
Did
got
you?
a text message. Yeah, Emily Metz. She goes, "Why is there just a bunch of rubber bands in my box?" And I'm like, I don't know. So I walked up to JoBeth. I'm like, JoBeth, did you by chance just send a box of rubber bands to somebody? She goes, no, Matt told me to put them in there. And I was like, for what? And she's like, I don't know. So I was like, all right.
The rubber
I
bands
told you
get a question, but the Ninja Star does not.
Hey,
Matt got
hey.
a question for Ninja.
Hey,
sorry.
the rubber bands is so they could shoot like army men off the thing or pester their siblings.
I got
Or
you.
a
It was-
paper
I said it
hornet.
was for
Or the
your
paper hornets, yeah.
imagination.
Yeah, because by show of hands, how many people still play with army men?
I still got
Yeah,
the one the church
I
gave
gotta-
us.
Bro, I got a pellet gun. Take them
wow.
jokers to the backyard, shoot them down, and then a
Just like they
slingshot
did at
with
Home Alone.
paintballs.
JB and Brent look like me's in the Me Plaza.
Because we were in sync with our.
You're swaying.
What-
Yeah.
They're swaying.
the
They're
Me
swaying.
Plaza?
Swaying
On
strong.
me.
Yeah, on the Wii.
You know, like
Oh.
when you're opening.
I think we had
Oh,
one
man.
more up here.
Yeah, Stormy. asked
How
me
about
one.
teaching younger students like how not to get frustrated with him when do listen to say it nicely?
Yeah, I tried to ask her to rephrase that because I was uncertain of what she was
Oh.
trying to say.
Did you have any more? Instagram.
Um,
Hello, Instagram live people. Let's see who we got here. We got
did not.
Kelsey and Ashlyn and Karis
What
and Lost the Marbles. I don't know who that is.
Lost
I
the
lost my
marbles.
You
marbles.
lost your, like from Peter Pan.
No,
Let's
like
see.
from Hook.
I thought you mean
well-
like arm,
Ah!
arm men
Peter Pan.
toys, like arm.
I think like she. Yeah, that's what he meant.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
of course. All right, so we got a game, right?
A game.
Yeah,
brand
we have
new
a
one.
game.
Time.
It's brand new. It is through Jackbox, so you will be able to tune in if you make it in. If you don't, you can be in the audience and vote and stuff. We're gonna put your drawing skills to the test tonight.
Drawing.
Make sure it's on family.
Yep, it is.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna throw it up there. Hit enter to begin.
Boom.
Let's see here. Make sure it's
Play
on
draw.
family friendly. What are y'all doing?
Nothing. We're just we're the entertainment.
I'm gonna give Brent some Dramamine.
All right, here we go.
All right, go ahead and join. The way that you join is you go to jackbox.tv on your internet browser or on your phone's internet browser, and then you type in the room code TJYQ. We want those of you that are artists or attempt to be artists,
Tyler,
know.
I have PTSD from this.
join Mr. Fajitas. What's going on?
He does.
Hey, Meadow is live on Instagram. How's it going?
Jack. Instagram, if you can't see, make sure you follow on YouTube or on Facebook so that you can see what's going on.
Oh.
We only have. Oh, everybody. There they are.
I unlocked
Oh, we
Happy
fooled.
birthday to who's, whatever that means.
Who's Joe Beth?
See here. TJYQ.
Kyla.
Oh, are you drawing yourself right now? Is that
Yeah,
what
you draw
Yeah.
your own avatar.
Oh.
So yeah, we got B Miller, Mr. Fajitas,
Oh, Booger's in here.
Booger, Kayla
Hey.
G, Stormy, Bob,
Hey.
Landon,
Is
and
it the Booger Box
Joe
Boys?
Beck.
The Book of Box.
Joe
Boy.
Beck.
Can you please record him doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Please do.
Yes, I
And of course, because tonight wouldn't be tonight without, something not working. The game has frozen on us.
Uh-oh.
So give me just a second.
Patience.
Yes, tonight is a beautiful lesson in patience.
Patiently waiting.
Let's see if it will respond. It will not. So
Let's see if Joe Beth
Ow, that hurt
knows
my shoulder.
the whole whistling tune from sitting on the dock of the bay.
Ooh.
I can't whistle.
That's
Just so you guys know, I just got cold air all over the
That's
back of my
really-
neck.
You can stop now.
Matt coming in with that shameless self promo. All right, guys, hit that like and subscribe button.
What was my self promo?
I don't know.
Oh, with the Instagram peoples? Fine. Hey, everybody's liking your whistling. Keep it up, Joe Beth. You should do the Jeopardy theme song with whistling. Go ahead. What are you whistling, Brent?
He's doing Dog of the Bay.
That's the
No, he's
other
doing-
part of Duck of the Bay.
He's doing. It sounded like you were doing All Star.
Hey, now.
That's what it sounded like.
Come on, go.
Do, do, do,
Oh,
do,
hey,
do.
Joe Beth.
Do, 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 do,
Joe Beth.
do.
What song requires the most toilet paper?
Do, do.
The Jeopardy theme song.
Oh my god.
Do, do, do.
Hey, Josh.
Easy tail wearing
Do,
suit.
do.
Josh,
Yes, 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 yes.
I hurt my big toe.
Boom, 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 boom,
Who do I call?
I don't know.
The tow truck.
Hey, there you go. I do not know why this game won't work.
Well, I'm gonna look up some more dad jokes while we're waiting.
I feel like
I'm gonna see
Brent
if I
is
can
trying
get-
really hard to whistle right now.
We're gonna do. Let's see here.
Oh my goodness.
We should just do. Hey, who don't laugh at these videos, and whoever laughs. Joe Beth's gonna lose that game if we did that.
Oh, try not to laugh challenge?
Yeah, the try not to
Here we
laugh.
go.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea.
Here we go. We're back.
Is it back?
Oh my goodness.
I need to get that set up for next week.
Okay.
Stop, Jovet. Leave my head alone.
I can get a bunch of videos
Dad
and,
joke. How do celebrities stay cool?
What?
I don't know, Brittany Miller. How do celebrities stay cool?
Ice cold. Oh wait, wrong thing. That's from some.
Oh, I'm gonna press it to begin. so
Wait
we don't see
for
that.
it.
Oh, it's gonna be there anyways.
JB would laugh before it starts.
So true, Kyla. You know.
Hey,
you
let us
so
know in the
well.
chat. Would you like us to do a try not to laugh challenge? I find a bunch of clips, set them up for them, and see.
They have a
Who
lot
can
of
survive?
fans.
Oh my gosh.
Yo 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 yo.
But yeah, let us know if that's something you'll be interested in seeing or not.
All right, here we go. Log in.
All right. Jackbox.tv TOHS.
In light of the coronavirus, when you really think about it, every disaster movie starts with the government ignoring a scientist.
This is true.
Alright, so we got Landon, Mr. Fajita, Stormy, B. Miller, Bob.
Let JB play. It'll make it harder for everyone else.
If you need 144 rolls of toilet paper for a 14-day quarantine, you probably should have been seeing a doctor long before COVID-19.
All right.
Super.
Whoever is the
Super.
VIP,
Hot.
which is Landon, you can hit the start
Wait,
button.
not yet.
Oh, everybody's in.
Yet they're not done drawing the avatar.
Oh.
Come on, booger. Super. Oh, Stormy. That's beautiful.
You ain't gonna ring 'em.
Toes equals toes
Mr.
equals
Fajitas,
JB's
come on
worst
now.
fear.
Got some wax show.
I love Booger's avatar.
Is that the super supposed to be? Oh wait.
All right, can you guys let us know if you would like us to hold JB down while we put a foot in her mouth?
What?
Yeah.
What?
No.
I don't know.
Salutations.
Make her throw up everywhere.
Welcome to Drawful. Wow, 8 players?
Time out.
I'm not even sure I know 8 people.
Kyla, I
Let's
don't
have
got
some fun.
whack jokes. She's just jealous.
Okay,
Hi, Drew.
I sent a
All right.
prompt to each of your devices.
You should be seeing on
Something
your
kinda
devices
hard
now
to draw.
what to draw.
Like
Now here's how you play this game, just in case you've never played it before.
Draw a picture on your
You
device that would
want
have
to
that
draw
title.
this
And when you're
as
done,
accurately and as
You'll
detailed
get
as
points for each
possible
player that
from
can
the
correctly
prompt you
guess
got
your
to
title.
where
So,
whenever it showed
Do
up
it.
there, people know exactly what it is. But The other people get to look at the picture and say what they think it is. Okay? So they can't put the same exact answer, but they can put it close.
Okay.
So that's the game. You want to try to trick people with your
And
answer
hey, it's never too late
about
to
the
find
picture,
out.
but you want your picture to be so
why are
great.
those
Sometimes
two
it is
drawing?
too late, but
They're
it's
done.
not too late.
Oh, they're done already.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Man, got some good drawers here, huh?
sure. Typically, if you're done that fast, you just like wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
So this is you guys cookies anymore. You
Wow.
write for me.
You on the roll, bro.
You really are. You really are.
The pencils look like worms. Yes.
Yes, they do look like worms.
Okay, guys. Don't worry. Hey, Booger finished.
Good
Way to
job,
go, Booger.
So tired.
You say that with such an affectionate tone. It's like, that's my boy.
Brittany said, okay, I already know I'm going to lose.
That's okay, Brittany.
The pencils are like worms.
Hello, Lori.
What
Is there no time limit on how long they can
Yes.
draw?
All
Until
the
the
way
pencil
until
gets
the
to the
end.
other side.
Oh my,
My goodness,
Hurry up,
hurry up.
Rollers.
I think it's
Hurry
like
up.
a minute and a half.
Come on, orange pencil.
Oh,
Man, they
good.
got a lot of-
All
there
you
they
got
go.
your
That
time.
just got
Let's
Is that
see the
your
first
hair,
one.
JoBeth? What?
A joke. And you
What
know
is
What?
it?
Now,
Alright, so what do you
use
think
your
this
device
is?
to type in whatever the heck
Confused
the
spoons.
Oh,
name of
it's
this
Forky
drawing
I was
and
thinking
his
spoons too.
girlfriend.
That's not
So now, everybody who did not draw this
yes.
is writing what they think this is based on that. And then after that, you read all the prompts and pick which one you think you want to try to guess the actual description of this.
So this is what people
Wow.
do?
Yeah,
This is what one
what-
person drew.
Somebody drew this.
Somebody drew this. And now, right now, people are typing in what they think this is.
And if
Come
those are,
on,
if those are
typing time is almost
people,
up.
then
I'm saying confused.
I think it's Matt and Josh.
they got really.
Yeah. Well,
What?
that is Matt, but Josh has more hair.
What?
Here are your
Alright, so
choices.
spoons with
Try to type
faces,
the real
stupid
title
spoons,
and avoid all the
ice,
garbage everyone else
happiness,
typed in.
two
People.
confused spoons, confused people, and people.